Y'all already know the rules. When you come in my house, take off your shoes and super violate that like button. It don't cost nothing for you to hit that like button. Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Black people are really struggling, and they're turning into these maniacs. It seems like they don't do anything right. They're obnoxious, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, aggressive, cruel. And, look, nobody hates black people for being black. If there are people like that, I think that's exceedingly rare. And I don't consider myself one of them. The reason that people have negative attitudes about black people is because most people's interactions with black people are negative. Most people's interactions with black people is when you're stuck in traffic and you see a Nissan Altima speeding down the shoulder. And you say, you're not supposed to do that. If everybody did that, it would just be another lane, and, not everybody can do that. But it's like these people have no respect for decorum. They think the rules don't apply to them. They have no respect for society. Like, that's it. Their interaction is they are a waiter, and they wait on a black table, and the black people don't tip. And that's most people's interactions. It's stuff like that. They go to the DMV, and they see a black person behind the counter, and they say, oh, here we go. And the person's rude. Now, it just goes to show people are not racist. It goes to show people don't like people that are rude. It's unpleasant. People want to be treated with consideration and respect. And it is true that black people are, in this day and age, unfortunately, seem to have very low moral character. It's not even just the violence, although the violence is pretty striking. If you live your life and you know that you're going to be mugged by black people, it kind of colors your opinion or perception of black people, wouldn't you say? If 99% of the carjackings and stabbings and shootings that you see in Chicago are by black people, when you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people. It doesn't take a lot of them to spoil the whole bunch like that. And we just want black people to take accountability. And I'm not a bad person. It just seems that every time I encounter you people, for the most part, it's negative. And sometimes extremely negative, like I could get a gun in my face. That's a problem. And people go, well, you are just loaded up with hatred and racism. It's like, I'm really not. I'm a really friendly person. I'm a really polite, friendly person. I give everybody a chance. But if I'm someplace and I see some black person walking in with their pants sagging and they can't articulate what their problem is or what they need, and they're rude and they're aggressive, and I'm in fear for my life, I have a problem with all of that. And these black people go, well, you're racist, you're racist. It's like, no, I just hate inconsiderate behavior. It just bothers me in this damn ass city, because that's all it is in Chicago, is just these black people who can never take accountability. It's always somebody else's fault.
I don't even know where to start with all of the insults that this colonizer threw out of his mouth. I don't even know where to start. But I do want y'all to understand that me being a content creator, I come across a lot of content from white content creators, and there's a narrative that's being pushed that's disturbing to me. It seems like that old school evil is rising. That old school boogeyman, when they made movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the things that they used to do to us. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. That Michael Myers Jason, that back in the days old school evil, well, it's arising again. And the narrative that's being pushed is that since we won't clean up our communities that they don't live in, they're going to come clean up and show us how to do it. And I ain't talking about just with Trump coming in with the military. No. These groups of colonizers, that old school evil, it's talking about coming into the black community and cleaning it up. Now, just some of the things that this colonizer just said out of his mouth that was disturbing to me. Like, for me, when I go out in the public to restaurants, I actually tip. When I see people entering the restaurant or leaving the restaurant, and I get to the door, before they get to the door, I open the door. I hold the door. I say thank you. I say you're welcome. I don't drive a Nissan. I drive a 2025 Mercedes-Benz. In other cars, I'm sorry, I don't drive in the third or along the highway on the rail like this guy said. I don't do that because I don't want to get pulled over by the police. But what I will say to you is that all of us is not looking for handouts. I'm sorry. This is a 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom, upstairs, downstairs, outside an acre, a whole acre of yard. Y'all painting a picture like black people are the epitome of poverty, and like some of us is not really, really doing good in life. You know, really, really good. When I go outside, I'm in the South right now, and sometimes I like to drive from the South to New York to clear my mind. I don't always want to take a plane. And just like last night, for an example, I wanted to get on the highway last night. And I thought to myself, it's late. You're going to have to stop to gas up, get beverages. And you know what it feels like when you get out to get gas and you go into one of them gas stations or them towns, them sundown towns, and you got there before the sun went down, and you walk into those stores full of colonizers, and you get that energy that lets you know you're not welcome. And you can tell, see, because I'm a get busy nigga. I walk through neighborhoods where black people will air you out right then and there. And you like, when you go through them sundown towns, you can tell that them people is different. It ain't gonna be no bang out. It might be a machete, some rope, a tree, a bonfire, a picnic, barbecue, and guess who's the duck? There's a big difference between us and y'all. Shout out to my white people that rock with me. I know I rock with y'all. But everything that y'all touch, who destroyed the ocean? You? Who's destroying the earth? You? Who goes to every continent and colonizes it and takes over their land? You? Who was behind apartheid in Africa? Who was King Leopold? The first, the second, the third. Within the three of them, they colonized the earth and turned the TV off, rocked the snot box of over 100 million people. What color was Hitler? We can keep doing this on and on and on and on and on. The truth of the matter is, right now, all over the world, who took out Gaddafi? Why we don't have Saddam Hussein anymore? What did he do? Y'all got a history of going places and cleaning up their areas. And then cleaning out their treasures. Stealing stargates. Stealing gold. Stealing oil. It's bananas how black people have all types of dope, coke in our communities. But that doesn't grow in America. It grows over there in Afghanistan. And we don't have planes and boats to get that in the country. But there was a time that there was a war on drugs. that was declared on America in a black community. And the CIA and FBI supplied the drugs, and Reagan supplied the war on drugs. Y'all crippled us. And every time we try to elevate in life, y'all cripple us and then try to paint a picture of an evil narrative of a people that just want to be left alone. Imagine that. Imagine a world without colonizers colonizing us, holding us back, putting gatekeepers in position so that if we want to succeed in life, we have to commit every crime that goes against the Bible and the Holy Quran. If we want to succeed in life, there is a gatekeeper, the door. You know, the Nori's door? That one down there, it might be some sacrifice. You know, like Jennifer Hudson and her family. That one over there, it might be some P. Diddy Africa Bambaataa nonsense going on, where your rectum is stretched out. And then y'all have the audacity, after somebody go through your door, give them 15 minutes of fame. We're going to give you the whole limelight for 15 minutes to snatch it away. You got dudes walking around here more popular than they pockets. I'm not going to allow this narrative that's being painted of my people. I'm very hard on my people. Very critical on my people. But when you put our back against the wall, I'm going to stand with my people. Believe that. To my people, it's time for us to get it together. It's time for us to stop celebrating evil. It's time for us to not be the face of ignorance. Because what we call culture and what is popular with us, from the TV series, all the 50 Cent Raising Canaan, where the kids is killing the parents, that has to stop. And shout out to 50. I love 50. I love what he's doing. But it's time for us to paint different pictures. We done seen all these pictures of ignorance. Now it's time for us to rise up and elevate physically, spiritually, financially. Health-wise, we failing. I love all you people out there that love me. But I don't love you if you don't love me. I only rock with those that rock with me. And if it can't be peace, then it must be pieces, my nigga. There's an old school evil that's waking up all over America. Black people, unite. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that subscribe button. And pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. Pay attention to your surroundings. And if you just so happen to be riding through certain areas and you get pulled over, make sure you pull over somewhere where there's cameras. Make sure you turn your phone on and go live so your people can see who's pulling you over. Because I'm going to tell you something. I have a theory, and I've been had a theory. When you find all these cases of young brothers ending up in trees, dangling, and it's always being said that it's self-inflicted, they're being pulled over by police, the colonizer. And some of these people are thinking that they're just going to go to the precinct and clear the warrant up. You know, I ain't do nothing wrong. But just go in there real quick and come out. Once some handcuffs is placed on you, it's over. That's how niggas is ending up in them trees. Live life. Live life as if you on the run. And stay dangerous at the same time. I'm out.